Hey folks, Lester here. We've had 3 inches of rain overnight and through early this morning. And as you can see, our pond has reached and exceeded capacity. We actually have water standing over there right there alongside our animal memorial. And guys, as you can see, the rain's still coming down. Most of the babies are all in the barn where they're nice and dry. We're gonna walk over there now. I'm watching all the animals lying in the barn, but I can't help but notice how sweet Pig Trudy's being to Laverne. Laverne is all nestled there in the hay, and Pig Trudy, I don't know if Pig Trudy wants that spot she's in, but Pig Trudy is trying to nudge her to wake up. And Laverne's just not having it. She's totally content to be right there where she's at. And she's not wanting to move. I really can't find a better angle I don't want to disturb everybody and get everybody up and moving. But Pig Trudy, she wants that spot. And Laverne, now she's going to tickle Laverne until she gets up. Laverne is like, Trudy, leave me alone. Laverne is trying to use her horns to knock Trudy out of the way. And Trudy is just, oh, I love that girl. You see, those two make the perfect couple. Annie's fine where she's at. Ernie's over here doing his thing. Even Ringo is being sweet. Cornholio's jumped over the fence. He needed more space. Cornholio just wanted more space. And he's like, you know what, Gloria, I love you and all, but I just need a break. Cornholio is used to living a singles life. He's had a couple of girls here and there. You all know the story. But for now, he just needs a little bit of a break. Sometimes these rainy days, when it forces you to be inside with folks, I mean, sometimes they can get the best of each other. And yeah, Cornholio's saying, I just wanted to hang out with Maggie for a little bit. Sheesh, just ruffle my feathers a little bit and have some space to move around. Yeah, rainy day here, folks. Very rainy day here in Texas. It's New Year's Eve. And so I can tell, oh, I wasn't able to watch what happened, but Trudy finally won. Trudy won that battle. She's able to move Laverne. And now she's going to make herself a snug little spot there. Yeah, Gloria just doesn't get it. Gloria does not get what she's done wrong. You know, she allows Cornholio to do all the weird things that he likes to do. And all of a sudden, when she needs someone to snuggle with on a cold, rainy New Year's Eve, folks. On a New Year's Eve. But isn't that typical of men? Man, I'm not talking about you, just you, Cornholio, just men in general. Uh-oh. I think that I may have started a conversation that probably I should not be having right now, because there's probably a lot of folks out there, women folks, who are feeling that exact same way about your men right now. Girls, let me tell you the way it is for guys, though. Now, I'm already older, so this doesn't apply to me anymore. And I am very well into a relationship, so this does not count for Lester. But a lot of guys will tell you that when they are single, like Cornholio has been for the longest time, man, he could not get a date for anything. He's spending countless hours alone, lonely, you know, hoping to find that special someone. And with, you know, to no avail, man. It's a sad, miserable life, right, Cornholio, when you're single. And all of a sudden, you find somebody. You make a great connection. You got somebody that gives you all the things that you've been missing. And then, how about this? And then all of a sudden, you're sick of them. It doesn't take much time at all, and you're sick of that person. And you're missing the single life. Yet, you end up running them off, Cornholio. Running them off because you think you're better off alone. only to find out that, you know what? I actually miss her. I actually miss her. And if you're not careful, that's what's going to happen, buddy. And trust me, I speak from experience. I wasn't always a man of my age and of my relationship status. How easy life must be for I almost said a cut male. Calm down, Fuji. Calm down. But no, seriously, how easy is life when you're a cut male and all you have to do is have a bunch of buddies to hang around with all the time? Yeah, that's all you got to worry about is having buddies to hang around with. Ringo's life has got simpler. And Moo's life has got much simpler. I mean, look, Moo is just a good friend, a really good friend. But no, Cornholio, guys like you, guys like Tex, guys like me. I'm just making some fun here, folks. I'm just making some fun conversation. So in all honesty, I don't know why Cornholio jumped over that fence. I don't know why Cornholio is out here by himself while everyone else is gathered around inside the barn. So for everyone who's going to start being mean to Cornholio and start making rude comments that could hurt someone's feelings, don't, because I just made up that whole story. I just sit here in my crazy mind and made that entire story up. Because the last thing I want to do is have someone try to come cut all of us. If y'all know what I mean. Right? We don't, I know. We don't all want to be geldings. Right, men? All right, Cornholio? You're like, leave me intact. I love my life. I'm sorry, Gloria. You have to forgive me, baby. But please, leave me intact. I really don't know where this conversation is going or where it came from or anything. I really don't. So how do you end the video that you don't even know how it started? Oh, yeah, I know where it started. With Pig Trudy. With Pig Trudy. It started with Pig Trudy, who was looking for a place to nestle down in the hay on this cold and rainy New Year's Eve. She ended up getting what she wanted because her snout can be quite tickly. But then she's changed her mind and thought, you know what I really want is to go out there and nibble on some of this morning's feed. Y'all can see where it doesn't all get eaten. Sometimes they'll come back and have leftovers later. Yep. Y'all know why we don't put their feed into bowls though, right? The vet actually encourages us to put their feed on the ground for a couple of reasons. Number one, goats are less prone to spread infection when they're not sharing. I mean, that's the same way with people. Think about it. If you shared your dinner bowl with everyone else in the room, you'd be more prone to spreading, infections and parasites and everything else. So no, so we spread that stuff along the ground. And so that's one reason. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, baby. You look, you've gotten pretty wet this morning too. Her head looks like one of those little spirally things, those puzzles you can look at, that if you make your eyes go cross-eyed, it will look like something else. You know how you can find, sometimes if your eyes go cross-eyed, you can read words that you can't see when your eyes are normal. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you call those things, but that's how her head looks right now because she's wet. Pearl, our little longhorn. The second reason that we put food along the ground and not inside of troughs that are off the ground is because this is the natural, folks. There's a natural way that an animal's, I don't want to say his esophagus or her esophagus, but there's a natural way that food should be ingested by animals, and it's by this position here. Just this position. So a lot of folks put a feed trough up off the ground, you know, so high, and your animals have to kind of eat it at a different angle than what their DNA, what they're actually genetically made to eat it from. And that's always a problem. That could create problems with digestion and all kinds of stuff. So what you guys are looking at over here, and I'll hurry in this video, is that was some dirt that I spread out for our eventual Little's barn. Yes, it's true. You all just now saw them all huddled together inside. Oh, please don't notice all the trash I have there, folks. It's raining. I don't want to take it to the recycle bin in the rain, so I just pile it up. But folks, you know, there's these guys are a little congested in here. It's pretty congested in here, and this is only half the babies. There's a lot more folks that are out here that are having to find other shelter or having no shelter. So what we're going to do is start saving our money, and we've already put a price on it. It's going to be about $6,000, and we're going to have another metal building come out and be built right there. So what I wanted to do over the holidays was have Dave, who's a friend of ours, bring out a couple of loads of dirt, and I tried to spread that the best that I could. I can tell from here it's not that level, obviously, but we had to kind of raise it off the ground a little bit. And then I also went and got some crushed concrete and made sort of a little bit of a drive along through here, which will be an eventual kind of a walkway going to the barn, the new Little's barn. But eventually there will be a Little's barn sitting right there. It's going to be a cute little barn. The dimensions are 36 wide, 36 foot. We do things in the customary units here. We don't know the metric system, or at least I don't. And it's going to be 25 long. So 36 by 25. It's going to have a beautiful barn door here in the front. And it's going to have also a barn door opening in the back, where I can keep that barn door open in good weather. But when we're having a cold winter storm or a hard southern, you know, rain from out of the south, I can always close those doors to keep the barn cozy and dry. Yes, I know what you're all saying. Lester, why is your dad's buck in your pasture? And that would be because Shirley Bird. Shirley Bird came into heat, and she has a thing for Big Boy, and it didn't take long for him to bust his way in here. So the deed has been done. The deed has been done. We couldn't prevent it. It happened. There's a video about it. There's a video about it. I don't know if it'll play before or after this one, but there's a video about L.E. trying to get my dad's goats out of here. Jamie comes to help. And yeah, Mother Nature, guys, it's just such a powerful, powerful force to be reckoned with. And a woman in heat. Yeah, it's a pretty powerful force to be reckoned with too, right, Cornholio? Yeah, a woman in heat is a pretty powerful force, just about as strong as Mother Nature. Anyway, Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. We're all gonna continue what we're doing here, which is just hanging out. All right, just in the video, I couldn't find you guys, and a lot of folks were gonna ask where was Pebbles and Huck and everybody else. So here's everybody else. They have plenty of places to go, guys. They're finding places to stay dry with hay to nibble on. And of course, there's Imogene, who has still not had that baby. Here it is, New Year's Eve. We want a New Year's baby. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Happy New Year's, Mr. Huck. Happy New Year's, Pebbles.